Well, room 12, welcome to our video open house. Since we did not get a chance to do a real open house, I'm going to show your parents all of your amazing work through the video. Here's a look around of what the room looked like. We were almost completely ready to go. It was amazing, and these kids worked hard. You should be very proud. I know that I am. The cultural dolls that you guys did at the beginning of the year were fabulous. I loved looking up around at all of the different cultures that we have in room 12, up high. Amazing. Great job on all of your dolls and your hard work at home, and parents, way to help your kids. Our first project that we're going to look at is our pot of gold rainbows. And the students did such a great job doing tear art to make their rainbow. And then they counted money and they wrote down how much they had in their pot of gold. This was when first and second graders were learning the value of money and dollar bills, quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies, and how to add them up. Aren't they just beautiful? Great job, boys and girls. Our next project was one of my favorites. I printed up a ChickfilA menu, and then on all of the students' work, they had a picture of different menu items, and they had to add those menu items together. And then second grade had to figure out what their change would be. If their meal cost $11 and they paid with $20, how much change would they get back? So this was great for first grade to learn how to add money, and second grade to learn how to add and then subtract money. It was a lot of fun and real life experience, and now your students should know how expensive it is to eat out. Is this making you hungry? Our next activity on our math wall was a very long process, but it was focusing on time and how to write time to the hour, half hour, and minute. We learned what the hour hand is, what the minute hand is. Second graders really focused on what duration means and how long different activities take. So from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock would be a duration of 2 hours. And the students got to basically plan their favorite birthday party and what it would look like, and they got to plan activities and tell me how long the durations would be. It was a lot of fun, but a lot of work. Our next wall is our positivity project wall. And this year, Red Bank has been focusing on a lot of positive traits and how other people matter. So we did a fun teamwork exercise where they were given a pile of paper and they had to build a tower. So first they had to come up with a plan, and they were with students and friends that they wouldn't normally be with, so it was quite the challenge. And then we looked at different traits like perseverance and teamwork and leadership, and talked about who in our group showed which trait they felt that they showed the greatest, what they would do different next time. They planned it out. They looked back at their plan and decided what was successful and what wasn't. So this was a great team building exercise, but also a chance for us to show that other people matter and to do a STEM activity. Our art wall has been one of the things that have just brought me so much joy. This activity was done by Mrs. Howard with the class, and they got to study the artist Claude Monet, and they read about him and they looked at some of his different paintings, and then they got to do their own painting, and they wrote about different things that they learned about Claude Monet and how he would paint his pictures and where he lived and when he died and all of that. So this was a lot of fun for the students and for me to watch Mrs. Howard teach the class this art activity. Yo ho, a writer's life for me. This is by far my favorite part of my classroom. This is the writing wall, and in room 12 we don't just write our stories. Nope, we type our stories. And these kids blew me away that they are in first and second grade and can type out their stories. So I love displaying all of their hard work up on this wall. And you can see at home how great they are at typing. So something fun is that when they are doing their typing, I am able to get onto the computer and we are able to edit together at the same time. So I can show them where periods need to be added or capitals or spaces need to be put in. And so they really understand the editing process of after they type it out, getting on there and rereading, starting at the very beginning, so they can edit their papers. So these specific stories were their narrative stories, and many of them did fictional narrative where they made the story up and they hand wrote it out using a graphic organizer. And then we edited them, and then they typed them out, and we edited them again on the computer. This is a great job. I'm so in love with this papers. Very good job, room 12. You are all superstar students, and I am so bummed that not everybody got to be a Star of the Week, but that is okay because you will get a chance next year to be the Star of the Week, or at the end of this year. You are all stars in my heart, and you shine very bright, and I'm very proud of you. the best class I've ever had, and I miss you all, and I hope you enjoyed our open house. So parents, go give your kiddo a big ol' hug and pat on the back for all of their hard work. I know they were looking forward to showing it to you, but now you can look through their folders with all their work inside there, and they can explain it all to you, and you can look at this video and just remind them of how awesome they are. Also, thank you parents, because you are a huge part in why they are so awesome. Goodbye, Room 12.